Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Paulo Del Rosario.
And we give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Jet Manuel. Watch the game live in our past episodes on demand on the Pilipinas Live app for just 99 pesos a month. Available for download on Google Play and the App Store.
That was okay, Jet.
Okay.
I mean, you're getting better at reading.
Thank you.
So it was a thrill to watch the women of Gilas Pilipinas, especially with new names on the roster. While they may be new to the international scene, these two big shots have been making a name for themselves in the collegiate ranks. And of course, we have a veteran here as well. Now, with us to tell their stories are Kacey de la Rosa and Jhazmin Joson. And of course, head coach Pat Aquino is still here pulling the strings. And of course, Sofia Roman joining us as well to give us a bit of a bridge of the future, the current, and the past of Gilas Pilipinas women. Coach Pat, I want to ask you first because the lineup for the last Jones Cup, it felt like it was a reflection of the first ever Gilas program to what we have today, to in the future, and what you hope to build towards Asian Games.
Yeah, actually, it's more of a valuable lessons that we gained from the Jones Cup tournament, and playing against a professional team like Korea and Japan, and the national teams of Taiwan and Iran. It made us more the experiences that we gained from it for the future, and of course the inclusion of new talents, new faces, and some old faces, coming back faces.
But they don't look old.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They give us the thing that what's for us in the future, and I'm just happy to have that tournament and gain so much exposure for them, and for us coaches, learn a lot from it.
Yeah, I mean, that's you, coach, and we've always enjoyed to watch supporting you guys as you play in the Jones Cup. But I'm going to the players. Sophia, I want to start with you.
Okay.
It's not your first run in the mill with this experience, but you have sort of a fresher team maybe coming in. You have two young teammates coming in. And what was your feel? This stint that you just went through. How did you see that team perform?
Overall, I think there's a lot of growth opportunity we can take away from the entire tournament alone. I mean, the first game we had was against Chinese Taipei, the same exact team we played in FIBA Asia in Australia. And for us to compete with them, and we lost, I think, by 5 or 4 points with a fresh squad. I think we had 7 new players, including myself. So overall, I think the takeaway is that we can and we will compete, but we just have to put the missing pieces together in the next coming tournaments and training to be able to be good for Asian Games in September.
Kacey, you come into this group, first time mo mag-Gilas Pilipinas Women na senior, if I'm not mistaken. Kamusta naman first of all, yung reaction mo nung nalaman mo na mako-call up ka and yung trainings mo before the actual tournament?
Siguro po masaya ako and nagulat. Hindi ko rin expect na invite ako ni Coach Pat sa...
Ba't ka nagulat?
Oo nga eh. Magaling ka.
Nakita yung gulat.
Yeah. Hindi rin na kami na-surprise sa performance mo. Yun na lang ang especially Coach Pat, there's a reason why he got you on this team. But, Jazz, this team, all the players that and this experience that you came in and played, playing for, what was your experience like? How did Coach Pat help you, in entering
Did Coach Pat help you?
Did Coach Pat help you? That's the first question.
I'll be honest. He's a different coach, but I really
Yeah.
like the way he coaches, and he did help me a lot. Because before, in my experience, it's always yelling. But him, he already knows what we're doing. We're mature enough. It's just him helping us to get more, I guess, more mature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the experience with the Gilas, it's totally different. I mean, the competition, it starts from there. It's not like college where you just play with these kids. No, it's more of like these veterans who's like way older than you and who has like really great IQs.
What moment did you feel that, wow, this is different? Because it's one thing to say it, you see it on paper, the ages are different, you see it when you go across them. But at what moment did you feel like, wow, this is a completely different experience?
When I started training with them, the first day I started training with them, I was overwhelmed. I mean, like, I have this respect for them because I am a newbie, so they're way older than me. They showed me what it's like to be in Gilas. You can't just go in here and just, do whatever you want. You have to prove yourself to be here.
No,
Especially with Coach Pat as the coach.
I was actually surprised that you mentioned Coach Pat didn't yell. That's not unlike the Coach Pat that I know. But going to Coach
Sophia's laughing also because that's also not the Coach Pat that she knows.
But Coach Pat, ikaw Coach, this squad that you have now, there's a reason why you put this squad together.
Yeah.
What did you see in your eyes as they performed, as the games progressed?
Again, I see the future of women's basketball here in the Philippines. With new big names coming in, and then some old ones, really reliable old ones, still there. I think we could go so far. I know it's been a long way coming here, but we're making it happen. So I just hope that the support is going to be more for us, and which SBP is doing already.
Yeah.
And just to fill in everything in for the next few tournaments to come. I hope that we still make the country proud every time we play.
Sophia, you joined the team before it was even called Gilas Pilipinas Women.
Yes, Perlas Filipinas. at
Yeah,
the
they were
time.
Perlas Philippines at that time. So that was
Yeah.
2015, part of that
Yes.
first batch. What can you say about the development of the group, of the coaching, of the entire program since then? I know you've been following the team. I
Yes,
saw
I
you in
have.
Cambodia.
Yeah.
And I know
Yeah.
that you have this intimate knowledge of it. So where do you think and how do you feel the direction has been for the Gilas program?
It's definitely going in the right direction. It's night and day since I started. I think in a way we're getting more support, we're getting more attention towards the team. I know there's going to be more to come. It's a lot more competitive. I know the coaches always have a hard time when choosing the lineup because everyone can compete, which is a good problem. Because before we would just be able to pick and choose whoever we need. Now there's like a pool of people and you're like, okay, who would be right for this lineup, for this tournament. So it's a really exciting time for Philippine women's basketball. Even outside of Gilas, there's a lot of supporting tournaments coming up, like 3-on-3 movements coming up.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of like Titan events, World Cups coming up. So really exciting time. So I just want everyone to come and support and watch.
And we will come and support. And the team
talaga,
has
we
gone
will?
away. No, we will.
Yeah,
We will
okay,
talaga.
yeah,
Both of us, we will watch you talaga. But I mean, last one, I just want to know from Kacey, galing sa'yo, isang bagong member ka. Ano yung nakita mong kaibahan ng yung paglalaro mo sa lahat ng experience mo dati at ito nag-compete ka ngayon, international, ibang level. Ano yung nakita mo sa experience?
Siguro, gaya ng sabi natin, Jazz, ayun nga, yung sa practice pa lang, makikita mo na may difference talaga. Like, the way mag-play yung Gilas team, compare mo sa college teams, grabe talaga yung competitiveness. And,
Well,
yeah,
pero
parang-
Kacey, nag-double-double ka sa first game mo. Nasa debut mo, nag-17 and 10 ka.
Ganun lang naman.
Ganun lang naman.
Nagtataka nga siya kung ba't siya kinuha.
Oo nga, 17 points, 10 rebounds. Coach, bakit nga ba? No, pero all joking aside, Kacey, still, I know na grabbing stat lines mo, but then still a lot to learn. And working alongside si Jack must have been something great for you personally. Ano yung biggest lessons mo from Jack, who's used to that type of attention, used to those types of numbers, para mas consistent ka moving forward?
Yung isa talagang sinabi sa akin ni Ate Jack na tumatak sa akin, yung be coachable. I think important yun na na coachable ka kasi kung hindi ka coachable, ano pang sense ng ba't ka naglalaro ganyan? Wala kang malalearn kung hindi ka makinig.
So let's ask, that actually leads us to our next question, Jet. Coach, coachable ba siya?
Yun.
We'll answer that after the break because we have a lot more coming up here, Jet.
Exactly. So after the break, our conversation continues with Sofia, Jazz, Kacey, and Coach Pat on their journey with Gilas Women. Stay tuned, you're watching the game. welcome back to the game. We've heard their stories, now let's hear their plans for the future. Still with us are Gilas women standouts Jhazmin Joson and Kacey de la Rosa, and Sofia Roman, Gilas women alumni, Gilas women alumni Sofia Roman, and team coach Pat Aquino. You know, we talked about the current, your current experience, your most recent experience, but we want to look forward to the future. You know, Coach Pat, this has been a long way coming, just as you said. How did, in your words, or how did it get to this point, and how do you think we can sustain it? Talking about women's basketball for the Philippines as a whole.
Well, how did we get to this point? I mean, getting players like, Kacey, Jazz, Sofia here, and having to perform at the highest level all the time. And, Jack's experience coming in also for the team. And we just hope that, we continue bringing with our under-16, getting that promotion from the FIBA under-16, and all those under-16 and under-18 last year. So we're getting a big pool now. Not like before that,
So pili lang.
pili lang, that like Sofia told us.
Yeah.
We could choose anybody that, but now it's really hard for us, the coaching staff, to really choose for players.
I remember there was a time wherein our national team was, practically speaking, the NU Lady Bulldogs. And right now...
It's true.
It was true. At one point, it was true, right?
Half of it.
Half the team. Then you had someone from Dartmouth coming in. But then, obviously, Coach, how great is it knowing that girls like Kacey coming in from Ateneo, unfortunately not from LaSalle.
Not
Or from
great,
UP, yeah.
not great, but super great. Excited. I'm really excited with what they showed me this Jones Cup, and hoping that we could have them all the time with the national team, and the others also get to get encouraged to come out and play for the team. And it's not just playing for the national, but you're representing your country as well.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about that, representing your country, and it's an added responsibility, especially for younger players. Kacey, Jazz, you guys coming to this team, has it been different for you? Jazz, maybe has it been different? Realizing that you are now carrying the Philippine flag on your chest every time you go out and play.
I think for me, it is a big responsibility. I mean, it's right there across my jersey, Filipinas. So whatever I do outside and inside of the court, it basically symbolizes the whole thing here in the Philippines. So whatever I do, it has to be something for the Philippines to make us look great. But yeah.
I mean,
Sophia, that culture has not died since 2015. When you all started out, it feels like it's just grown and progressed. Being one of the veterans out there, not even sometimes not part of the team, but being around the team, being able to see everything grow and encouraging more and more development for the women's game here. Just what type of responsibility do the older, more veteran players have to make sure that this continues?
The most important. I think they've been around for so long. They know the system, they know the coaches, they know what's expected and the culture that we want to instill for the younger players. It's important to mind, body, and soul, like really immerse yourself in that. And even if I'm not on the court, I always remind them, like, hey, just remember who you're representing right now, right? Wherever we go, you're representing the Philippines, so you always want to represent the country well.
Kacey, did Sophia give you any pieces of advice in terms of yung...
wala na.
Not her.
Not to her.
Yeah, not,
All right.
not her.
Just
All right.
all the rookies as a whole. Okay, I get
As
it.
a whole, just overall, like this whole stint since SEA Games. Yeah.
All right, no,
Okay,
that's
but,
completely
dinaglagan ni
fair.
Kacey,
Oo, Kacey.
Sinabi naman niya
Out
kanina,
there.
no? She did say that she did learn a lot from other,
Yeah.
from other
Yes.
seniors, not just one. But Coach Pat, you talk about the newbies coming in, diba? The rookies. Has your team changed? Like how? I mean, I'm really interested to find out how the gameplay has changed for your team now compared to before.
Yeah, definitely. More siguro sabihin natin, more exciting, not just excitement coming in with new faces, but the talent is growing and the level of competition is growing in practice pa lang, and we hope that it gets to the level that we want it to be, especially when you're competing with the best of the best, not just in Asia but in the world, because the 4 of the top in the world are here in Asia. So that's why we need to level up, and if you wanted to go somewhere or you wanted to reach that goal that we want to, we have to play better every time.
Kacey, individually speaking, again, we've seen your numbers. We know that sa NBA Basketball Without Borders, nag-all-star team ka doon. And so in other words, in terms of accolades individually, we know that you all have it. Pero para sa'yo, what do you feel you need to do personally to really be ingrained sa Gilas team na to in terms of making sure that you make sure that you're part of the fabric of the team moving forward?
Siguro, work hard lang talaga. Yun.
Well, the effort has to be there. Jazz, same thing for you, because honestly, the future is what we're looking at, and both of you are part of it. So what do you feel that you girls need to do to make sure that you're part of that future for the Gilas women?
I think for me, like what Kacey said, it's to work hard. Not just work hard, but be consistent in everything that we do. Because if you do one little thing and you don't do the other things, what's the purpose? Like what they say, like if you do one little thing today, tomorrow, the next day, it's just gonna progress. With Gilas, I mean, it's always gonna be there. The competition is always gonna be there, but all we have to do is really just focus on what we have to do and master that.
And of course, we have to ask Ate Sofia. Well, sorry.
Wow.
But really, hearing those types of answers, obviously, the commitment, the effort, and the hard work, and challenging yourself to go up against the region. I mean, what does it make you feel, knowing that they know what it takes already to do it?
I feel good, confident in our up and coming players. To be honest, we're in good hands, and yeah, it's just a matter of just being confident. They're here for a reason. They're the best of the best here in the Philippines, and they just need to embrace that and continue to have an open mind.
I mean, one last for me. I want to
yes,
turn
yes,
the
Tito.
table. So I want to turn the table. Tito, ate.
pala.
You saw these, you saw your two teammates, the two rookies here, come in that first day, and then now you see them today and the tournament as it progressed. How did you see their games change, or did you actually see that progress in between the first time you saw them and then the last?
Definitely, I definitely did. They came in really quiet. I remember trying to talk to Jazz, and she would always give me one-word answers. I was like, this is going to be a hard one. But same with Kacey. They're, of course, when I was a rookie, I was really quiet. But now they're out of their shell. I see their personalities, even on the court. They're getting really comfortable out there. So for me to see that, I know that they'll be good. They'll be okay.
How can you get them to talk?
I know. On defense.
On defense, we have to talk.
Oh my goodness.
But Coach, what's next now? As the team will compete, will they compete? What's next for your Gilas Pilipinas?
Yeah, we'll be having another tournament coming at the end of August. We'll be having the Korean Basketball League, the WKBL, which we have at like 10 teams.
10 teams.
4 Koreans, 2 Japan, 1 Australia, and us, I think. So more or less, it's going to be it's a pre-season competition coming into the Asian Games.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a thrill to watch the girls play, and obviously, Coach, maraming salamat. Thank you for bringing all of them in.
Thank
We
you.
can't wait to have all of you again soon. Maybe from Korea.
Yes.
And we'll have a discussion there. Maraming salamat. Thank you, girls.
you.
Thank you.
So we've got more sports stories after the break. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. Welcome back to the game. The Ateneo Blue Eagles take center stage in the World University Basketball Series as they face off against the University of Sydney. You can catch that game live happening now on One Sports, the Pilipinas Live app, and a delayed telecast on One Sports Plus later on at 3 a.m. The tournament continues all weekend, so stay tuned for more exciting action.
And meantime, the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, Signal TV and Arena Plus have teamed up for the upcoming FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023, co-hosted by the Philippines, Indonesia, and Japan. Arena Plus steps in as the official sportsbook partner of Gilas Pilipinas. This collaboration extends until 2025, including exciting events like the 2023 Asian Games and the 2024 Paris Olympics. The 2023 FIBA World Cup tips off on August 25. And on that note, don't miss out on the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 with Signal Pay-Per-View. Experience world-class basketball action at home with Signal's FIBA World Cup pay-per-view offer for only 650 pesos. Watch all games, start to finish, no commercials, and in HD. Plus, get access to exclusive FIBA shows. Visit signal.tv for more details. The FIBA World Cup pay-per-view is also available to satellite subscribers. And thank you for joining us. I'm Jet Manuel.
Good job, Jet. It's been a while. Catch us weeknights here on One News and on the Pilipinas Live app, where you can watch us live and our past episodes on demand for just 99 pesos a month, available for download on Google Play or the App Store. I'm Paulo de Rosario, and this has been The Game.